I'm getting back. I wouldn't say I'm back quite yet, but I'm getting there. Um, Trying to figure out those splits. You know what I mean? Get them dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to join the league soon.
Drew's talking about back in the splits. Hey, Drew. Pause.
Please,
Pause.
please.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Snail Gang podcast, episode 5. With your guys, Drew and Verge. We're gonna start off this episode with some funny stuff. I found an insane, like kind of, what do they call them on Twitter?
Thread.
Thank you. An
Yes, sir.
insane thread on Twitter. And this is
You
the
on
question.
Threads at all? By the way, or
No,
are you just on Twitter.
I couldn't do
Okay.
it. You know me. I'm a hater.
That's too
I'm
much.
A hater. Yeah, and you can't teach an
Unless
old
you
dog
found
new
it
tricks.
yourself.
Yeah, unless I was the first one to find it. Like it took me like a year and a half to like finally download TikTok because everybody's like, "Oh, download it!" Like, bro, it's so funny. Da da da. I was like, bro, what the hell? No, like that's just lame. But I have it now, and it's the only app that I like go on.
Twitter is your kind of humor, absolutely.
Oh, Twitter was my first love.
Yeah,
I had a Twitter. Well, I had a Facebook, but then it was Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. So yeah, Twitter was my first love, and I know we've said this on here before, and we're going to continue to say it, but the general public is the funniest like people on the planet. They are funnier than comedians. I know for a fact that this is kind of my new segment coming into the new year, but I'm going on threads. I'm finding funny Twitter threads and funny Instagram or TikTok videos, and then I'm taking the comments. I sent Drew the comments of videos that I found on TikTok at least 4 or 5 times a day because people are so unnecessarily rude that it doesn't make any sense. There are a lot of people on here who want to spread, or even on TikTok, who want to spread positivity and just be themselves and, you know, post a video or two. And you just see the most creative, hateful things you've ever seen in your life underneath some of these posts. And I do feel bad for people, but I can't help but laugh. It's
you got me to start. Anytime I see a video where I'm like, someone had to have said something, I always go to the comments now. I used to not do that, but now it's every time, and it's because of you.
I go on Instagram, and if I see like a video that's like, a lot of the times it's not like what people will do, like mean comments on funny ones. So I don't like look at the funny ones. I look at when people are like just being themselves and like talking about their kids or their life and like, you know, like anything, bro. Like anything that's like supposed to be like serious and like true to them. And I look at those comments and people are like, I can't say the stuff that I read on here, but just know that it's nuts. But yeah, this thread was what's the worst punishment you've received from your parents? And I'm just gonna go in and Drew, you know, elaborate all you want. But this one says,
wait, before you go, I want to hear. Do you have any experiences yourself?
Punishments that I've received from my like, no, like, you know, just like your regular stuff, like whoopings, like
I always got the belt.
Once in a while. Yeah, like the belt,
my dad
and
did
then
the belt,
like
but that was about it.
I never got grounded. My mom never grounded me. Like she wasn't like big on that. Like, and then I got to a certain age where like she stopped using the belt because it didn't hurt, and it was just like she'd like punch me. So like, I mean, but like that's what I mean. That okay? Now keep that in mind. Like, okay, now what was yours? What was your worst one? Just like the belt?
No, it's
like
it was just the belt. I mean, I remember
average
specific
stuff.
times that were bad, like more that were tougher than others, but none of them were that bad. You know, it just you always think they're worse than they're going to be. The fear of it is so much worse than the real thing.
Exactly.
When your mom
now,
my mom used to say like if she got mad at me for something during the day, she'd say, "Oh, just wait for your dad to get home." and then it would be the 2 hour wait where you're just sitting
because
in your
you're
room,
shaking.
just like,
Because you're
yeah.
shaking. Because you're shaking. Because you're shaking.
You just
Bro,
knew hell was coming for you.
I didn't have that. So I would have like if I got in trouble, like my mom would like call. She'd call and be like, "Okay, just wait until I get home." And you're just pacing. At that point, you're just pacing around. You're just pacing around. You're like, you find something to clean, bro.
You do the dishwasher. You're taking out the trash. You're like trying to make it right.
Anything to lighten it up, bro. I would if I knew I was gonna get like whooped. If I knew I was gonna get like a whooping, bro, I would go in my room, like wait for my mom to get home, put on a sweatshirt, a shirt, like as the 2 layers to kind of lighten the blow. I'd put on some shorts, and then I put on some sweatpants and like some jeans. And I was like,
that's crazy.
But it's because like
you had armor
prepared,
on,
bro. I was mentally prepared, bro. I was mentally
I'm imagining you like right before she gets to the door, you got the trash like waiting. You're waiting for her, watching out the window. You're like, oh, I was just taking this out. Like, what's up, Mom?
I didn't know you'd be home so early, Mom. How are you doing today?
You just distract her, act like it didn't happen.
It never helped. I did. Oh no, I think it made it worse. Oh, you think this is a game? Oh, okay.
Okay. She'd call you out on it immediately. You're like,
bro. Oh my gosh. Did your parents ever do like this hurts me more than it hurts you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
it's just
we both know this
I'm
isn't
disappointed.
True.
I'm just so disappointed in you. Like, how
I'm disappointed. While they're spanking you, they go, "Oh, this hurts me more than it hurts you."
Trust me, I don't want to do this. I have to. Like,
or mid spanking, it's like, or mid spanking, my mom would be like, "Keep crying, I'm gonna give you something to cry about." It's like, what?
What you already are?
What are you talking about?
I'm crying because of you.
That was probably, actually, now thinking back on it, that was probably the craziest thing my mom ever said to me. Keep crying, I'm gonna give you something to cry about, while she's spanking me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mom, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? That also, right, and then my favorite part now is like, if you bring it up to like, you know, your mom or your dad or like my mom, they're like, "Oh, that never happened. You're just exaggerating." It's like, oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm scarred.
So we're gaslighting.
Scarred.
We're gaslighting me now.
Yeah. No, I get it. You want to play victim now. You want to play victim now in your old age. You don't want me to hide the grandkids from you. That's what's going on. You don't. Oh, okay. All right. I see. You're wise. Yeah. Because I've healed.
It's like you know the story of, you weren't there, I don't think, but when Coach P slapped me in the huddle, you've heard that story, I'm sure.
I've never heard that in my life.
You haven't heard that story? Oh man.
No.
Oh, we were just in an intense game. It's a short story, but basically he was trying to get us all like pumped up, and I was sitting right in front of him. You know how he used to kneel in front of all of us?
Yeah.
Where he was like kneeling in front of us, and he's just like, "Are you guys ready to go?" And then just slapped me in the face. I don't really remember it, but Saw says he remembers it vividly. And we had brought it up to Coach P like a couple years later, and he's like, "I don't remember that at all." Like,
it never happened. That never happened.
It's the same.
You guys are gaslighting me. Yeah. Okay. All right, parents. Okay. This one says, if we were ever full or couldn't finish our meal, my dad would lay us down and press hard on our stomachs, saying, "I'll know if you're lying. I'll be able to feel if you still got space."
Are you kidding me? And they probably believe that too.
She said, fair enough to say I learned to stay at the table and finish my food. That's insane.
That is crazy. I can feel it.
Gosh. Oh my god.
That's bizarre.
And then this guy said my mom paid the neighborhood kids to jump me.
No way, man.
Oh, she said, "Oh, you want to act out in school? I got 20. I got 20 for whoever can beat him." I got 20 for whoever can beat him.
I set my kid straight. I won't do anything.
Set him straight. I'm not gonna lay my hands on him. But if somebody beats him up, yeah. If she goes, if this continues to go on, I've got money. I work every day. I can pay you guys once a day, 20 a day, 100 a week. I don't
What
need
a
you during the weekends.
terrifying
I'll be home.
tactic. Because as a kid, you can't escape it either. Because the only
You,
one to protect you would be her, and she's the one doing it.
and she locks the doors. I'm assuming this is how it went. I'm assuming I'm assuming that this is how it went. She goes, "Oh, you want to act out at school? Okay."
Mm.
She goes, "I'll be waiting for you when you get home." Right? He comes. He's like, "Oh man, like every kid knows this. When you're in trouble, you do like the slow walk home. You take the longest route. You're trying to set, let the parents cool off a little bit." So he took the long way home that day. He goes to the door. He goes, "Why is it locked, Mom, what's going on?" He's like, "Ah, man, I'll try the back door." Tries the back door. Back door's locked too.
Mm.
She yells from the top window, "Oh, so you want to act out at school today? Okay, Lamar."
Not Lamar.
She knows. She knows Lamar. She's been up to the school before. Lamar's been picking on the kid all year.
Yep.
Lamar comes, and I don't even want to do this for real, bro, but she offered 20. And if we're talking about art, like 20 when I was a kid was
Oh
50.
my gosh.
20
Oh,
now
yeah.
is $1. But 20 when I was a kid was 50.
Rich.
So you offered me $20 just to beat up your son that I do every day for free anyway? Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. He got beat up. She let him in. She goes, "Are you done?" I'd be traumatized.
Yeah.
I'd
You
be
feel better now?
traumatized.
You feel better? You see how that
Because
tastes?
you like that? Huh?
Yes.
You like that?
She's talking as if she did it. Even
Yeah. And
She
the
just
thing
hired
that's
someone out.
baffling me is like every time you get beat up now, are you just thinking like, how much did my mom pay you?
Yeah. Anytime anything goes wrong in your life, you think like she's behind this. You know. Yeah. I would at least.
No.
She had a say in this. That's
This
terrible.
one says that that's horrible.
It's bad.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad my mom was normal. Like, fine, I needed to get punished, but I'm glad she was normal. Like this,
Yeah.
sitting on your kid's stomach, paying kids to beat me up.
No,
That's traumatizing stuff.
yeah, that's psychological
Especially
terror.
at that age too. This one said, "My parents took my phone and changed my voicemail to them saying, 'This is Brittany's parents and she's on punishment. And we don't know for how long.'" She said kids would call her phone during class just to play that voicemail.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That is. See, now you now you bring it to my place of work too. These are my people, and you're embarrassing me in front of my people.
Mom,
That's
it's
terrible.
okay for me to do this it's okay for me to be a punishment at home.
Yeah.
But I'm in hell at school and you
Yeah.
did this.
This is your fault. I'm here for 8 hours.
Okay.
Mom.
Okay. Okay. This one is insane. She made us kneel on the road under the hot sun for 3 hours and made sure we were kneeling properly while sipping her tea, looking at us through the window.
For what reason?
Just say you don't want to have kids. Just, it's not that hard.
On the road?
Yeah.
Just praying the car doesn't see him.
Just say you didn't want to have kids. It's okay. It's okay. You were young. It was a mistake. We get it. But to take it out on them, come on. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
At least admit it to yourself.
Yeah.
At least admit it to yourself. You didn't want him to begin with.
And that's what. And listen, and that's okay to say. But what's not okay? The hot
Is
sun.
that?
That's insane. And that needs to be talked about. And we should have called Child Protective Services. We did it. Thank God you're still alive. But we should have.
Probably.
We should have called them. This one I actually agree with. She said, "My brother got caught smoking cigarettes when he was 13. First of all, that's nuts.
That is crazy. Yeah.
Who are you surrounding yourself with? And then second, it's my mom gave him a whooping, and then she made him sleep under the kitchen table for a week." There was another one. Yeah.
That's such a
There was
weird
another
person.
one
Why would
that
you even
said-
think of that?
Drew. This is what I said when you asked that question. Like, oh, like what's the worst thing you have? And it was just like whooping. Like,
Yeah,
to me, that's just normal. This stuff is insane, and that has to be like generational stuff because you just don't think of that on the whim.
that's a good
Like
point. Yeah,
her mom must have done that to her,
yeah.
or her
Someone
dad must have
evil
done that to her.
somewhere in the line was like, "This is how we're gonna punish this kid to inflict that like just
Oh
some
yeah,
psychological nightmares." I mean, you don't forget about that because
no,
that's such
and
a
I
unique
guess
punishment.
like he was smoking cigarettes, so like yeah, I saw another one that said he got caught smoking cigarettes, and his mom made him eat like 13 packs of cigarettes.
How is that? Well, that doesn't help. He's
I'm just like Jesus
what? All right, so
Christ.
you're mad at them because they did something that's bad for them, right? That's so you're gonna make them eat the carcinogen. The solution is to make them eat it.
Do you want to die? Here, I'll help. That's what she said.
You do it faster.
you, you want to act out? I'll help you.
And
I'll
then
help
and
you.
then she presses on his stomach to see if he actually ate them.
Are they in? Do you still have room for more? Can I give you a 14th pack?
I only feel 12 in there. Did you eat all 13?
You're a liar.
You're
You're a liar.
under the table again tonight.
This one was actually probably one of the more insane when she said my mom would make me kneel on dry rice. Like I said, generational. This has to be generational stuff because I've
Yeah.
never heard of this. My mom would make us kneel on dry rice, facing the wall for hours and then blow cayenne pepper in our face.
No. No. No way, Virgil.
What if it gets in her eyes? What if it gets in her eyes? I don't I don't think anyone's thinking this too. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, at this point, just give me my whooping. Let me cry. Let me fall asleep. We're good in the morning. This stuff, we have to fist fight. Down the road, when I get a little stronger, a little bigger, you and I have to fist fight.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
have to.
No, those rice marks on their knees are gonna last. I mean, weeks.
A while.
Right? Yeah, those
Little
are those
cayenne pepper in
imprints.
the eye.
I heard cayenne pepper can be quite healing, actually, but I don't think through the eyes. That would probably be extremely painful. What an insane thing to do to your child.
I just couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine that, bro. All right, this is the last one I got for you. This guy said, I got in a fight at school. He said, my mom called up to the school and said, just wait until your dad gets home. He goes, my dad was waiting to fight me when I got back home. He said, I won the fight at school and lost at home.
That's good material. That's well written.
Oh, that's well written. And I don't know. I didn't mean to do this, but some people might say that's a full circle.
Hmm.
Oh, didn't you guys talk about that earlier in the podcast? Now you're bringing it back up?
Yeah.
I guess.
That's on
That's
accident
what I
too.
got.
That's just
Yeah.
maybe we're just good
Wasn't
at
even on
You know what?
purpose.
Maybe we're just good at podcasting. Maybe that's why we're top 10. It could be.
Somebody said
I mean,
it.
we didn't give it to ourselves.
Somebody said it. Somebody said it wasn't us. Somebody also was calling us the Panda Poppies, black and white guy. I don't know where you guys got this stuff from. It's extremely creative. We love it.
Yeah.
And continue to do it, quite honestly.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about next, Drew? I know I have.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't. It wasn't. It's not quite as funny, but I did think it was interesting. It's a video I found on TikTok. I want to get the guys. I don't. His handle is Care Bear Kieran, probably Kyron. I've seen him on there before. He does a lot of sports takes, but it's a video about Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. And I've heard people speculate that it might not be real before, because there's not really any footage of it. But I didn't realize that like most of those games were recorded when he was playing. Like I thought just those games weren't broadcasted or whatever. But most of them were. But then the other weird thing is, I don't know who the two teams were playing, but it was like two kind of big. It was like Philly and New York or something. But they were playing in like Hershey, Pennsylvania, and which doesn't make any sense. They weren't
Mm-mm.
recording it, but they were like trying to get a new fan base, so they were trying to make this like big event to get people to come watch.
Uh-oh.
But then they didn't record it because they wanted people to actually go to the games. And then he
Okay.
happened to score 100 points in the game that they were trying to get people to be like, "Oh, I wish I was there."
And he never did it
It
again.
Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
it's all kind of weird. And he hit like he went like 80% from the line or something crazy like that when he was like he's normally a terrible free throw shooter and hit like
Hmm.
40 free throws or something stupid. There's just a lot
Hmm.
of things he laid out that were like this really may have not happened. Like Kobe may actually have the record, NBA record. It's
And I don't
definitely
think
the
that's ever
most
gonna get
respectable
broken.
record.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think like out of I think at least for like the next 10 years, like I don't think that's gonna get broken. Like I think guys like purposely like don't play the rest of the
Mm,
games and like don't like do just to, like out of respect for Kobe, which is
yeah,
admirable. But I think it's like a league thing where they're like, you
no
can
one
score
really wants
seventy
to break
nine
that
all you
record.
want. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can score 79 all you want. You get to 80, that's fine. But
people
we're
and
not
think about the
having you and
defense. If someone gets to 70 and they're creeping up there, I mean, I'm sending three guys at him. He's not getting 81. You know what I
no.
mean? Like, there's just too
And
much love for Kobe in the league.
that has to be a pride thing, You got to respect yourself first though.
Yeah.
You can't let a grown man score 81 points on you.
No, yeah.
Especially no.
Shout out Jalen Rose.
Shout out Jalen Rose. And that was an away game too, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. Is that
Shout
Toronto?
out Jalen Rose.
At
Shout out Jalen
Toronto?
Rose though. Shout out Jalen Rose.
Bro, that whole
Shout
run
out
he went
Jalen
on, he
Rose.
was averaging like 50 like that month. And then he finished it off with an 81-point game. It was something stupid.
He's a good basketball. He was a good basketball
He
player.
was a good basketball player. Number 3 on my list
All time.
all time. Yeah.
Let me hear that.
You know, I don't have like a full list, but like people will push Kobe out for some reason.
Mm.
I I I hate to admit, especially on a podcast because it lives forever, but LeBron's my number one, regretfully, and then MJ, and then Kobe. And I don't like LeBron. You're a big LeBron guy. I don't like
I am.
LeBron, but I just feel like it's 21st year. He's still one of the best players in the league. At some point, longevity is just it's too much to not. And he's the all-time leading scorer, and he's not even like scoring isn't really what he did best. He's just it's just at some point it becomes undeniable to me. And I know people still say MJ, but it is what it is. But yeah, I got Kobe. I got Kobe at 3.
I actually just saw LeBron play on Monday.
Oh, you went and watched
Yeah,
in
I was
Houston?
down in Houston. Yeah, Jen got tickets for our 1 year anniversary.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it was really dope. Just something she cares. It's cool, I guess.
It's a beautiful
She
thing.
she cares. But yeah, it was super like it was the first. I've been to like one other Laker game, and he didn't play in that one. Like it was like a
Mm,
game time decision, but it was against the Pistons, and he didn't play, and I was a little bummed out.
yeah.
But he played in this one, and it was fun to watch him.
Well,
It was like something checked off the bucket list.
yeah. The one time I went to go watch him play, I mean, it just happened to be him playing. I got the tickets from someone else, and he happened to be there. I think it was at the Palace. This was a while
Mm.
ago. He was on the
Ooh,
Cavs, but he wasn't playing. But Kyrie played, and he was really good, so that was sweet.
Kyrie is very
But it would
good.
have been cool to watch him play, LeBron play once.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
Sauce was saying this a couple of years ago. He was talking about. He's like, it's almost like kind of a shame if we don't ever watch like some of these guys. Like if Sauce doesn't ever see Steph play, he may have already seen him. Now that I think about it, but like If we don't
I
ever
don't know.
watch these guys play in person, so it's kind of a shame,
I know, and it's just because like you just have so much access now. One, you have to like so much access because you can just at a drop of the dime like look up anything and see all their highlights and see anything.
Yep.
And then two, tickets are just too expensive.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
I know we talked about this on the last podcast,
did we?
but
Okay.
it's becoming like it's like, geez, man,
They're
like I
pricing the
went
average fan out of it, is what it's come to.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like we talked about, it's becoming like more of a
Yeah.
celebrity thing,
Like I'm as
which
big of
is
a Lions fan as there is, and it's like I'm not gonna go to another game. I almost enjoy like
seriously.
for spending that much. I enjoy watching at home more. Like you can get up, go eat, go to the bathroom, do whatever you want,
No
and to
line
spend
for the
that much
bathroom.
money, it's insane.
No, what I will say is I 100% agree with you, but for like that first playoff game,
Oh, that would have
that's
been
probably
unreal.
electric.
Yeah,
That would have probably been electric. Like
the,
just being there and like you can feel everything like that. I
yep,
guess that's the only big difference. Like for like games like that where like something historic happens, like
yeah,
I
that
feel
would have
like
been
you got
cool.
to be there. Like it was very cool to watch it, but
I was
like
at
in that
uh,
moment,
I was at a bar in Detroit, and it was crazy. It was a lot of fun.
mm, the city is alive, man.
It was. No, people were
Talk about
buzzing. Like
that
the
though.
whole city was buzzing.
Talk about your. Let's talk about your Lions, bro. Our Lions, but your
Yeah,
Lions more.
I
And first of all, we need to talk about this as well. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize Drew was as big of a Lions fan as he is, and he had made a statement the other day saying it irks him that people don't realize how big of a Lions fan he is,
hmm,
and that's 100% on me. Maybe it's because it's hard to root for a team who loses a lot. You kind of need to suppress that a little bit,
yeah.
but my
I've
my fault.
no, you're totally fine. I don't remember saying it irks me, but I'm a pretty big Lions fan. I grew up watching with my dad and my brother like every Sunday. Like 0-16 season, we watched every game. Like that kind of level of like fan where it's just like doesn't matter. I can't even really explain it because I don't know why I'm so attached to it. But like them losing a game would like it would ruin my week a lot of times. Um, and like this year, not as much because I felt like we were still fine. Like whenever we lost, we was
Mm-hmm.
okay. But like in years past,
Yeah,
where I felt like, oh, we have a chance to like maybe make a run for the playoffs, and then we'd lose a big game. It would just ruin my week. It was the worst, and
make
it
you
made me so
uncomfortable
mad.
a
It
little
made
bit.
me mad that it made me that mad. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, but then also like one of my good friends, Nick Owens, um,
Yeah.
he's a huge Lions guy. My brother in law Joe, I don't know if I think you've met him too. Um, he's a big Lions guy too. So like we kind of bonded on that stuff. Um, but yeah, then I went to first ever home playoff game in Detroit. I think um, I want to say it is, but they haven't won one since '93 or whatever, obviously. And we went down to a place called Bookies in Detroit. It was me, Nick, Maddie, Nick's wife, and Adam. Um, and we went down there, got a booth somehow, even though the place was packed. But everyone
Fun.
was standing up anyway. Dude, it was a blast. And then we did the
I
same thing the
saw.
next week. It was a good time.
Same bar.
Same bar, yeah. But then
Mm.
Maddie's parents came too.
Oh, I did see that.
Um,
Um,
yeah, it was a
I
cool time.
saw.
And
Yeah, I
and
saw
Josh
in
and
your
Deb were there.
story. I saw in your story, and I saw in Noah's story.
Yeah.
Downtown
See,
Detroit
Noah and I were
was
trying to link up too, but his group was just hitting a bar that like wasn't on the same level of what we were
level.
trying to do. You know what I mean? They were going to the
Yeah,
Tin Roof, and like that's a. Have you been to the Tin Roof before?
I have.
It's a Bookies and
It's
the
a
Tin
vibe.
Roof are just different atmospheres. You know what I mean? Um, and it's just
Let's
we
just
just
say it this way: Noah can put a few back,
he
and
can.
he doesn't mind getting a little rowdy. Um, and that's not what Drew's about when he's with his lady.
Exactly. Yeah, and Tin Roof is
Because
it's a young group. It's a single bar a little bit. Is
mhm,
how I imagine it at least. And
yeah,
Bookies is like it's big, but it's like it's kind of in between like a dive bar and a sports bar kind of feel.
You love to hear that.
Yeah,
That's
it
where
was
you
a good
want to
time
be. That's where the real fans
in
are.
the trenches. You know.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, man, love that. That a little disappointed, obviously, um,
Mm.
in the the outcome of the game. But I remember Salsa saying like they're in the their championship game, and if you would have said that last year, the year before, and we're like sitting here complaining about that, I mean
Yeah,
he's right. We
it's a good
can't
point.
complain. We were blessed this year, man. Would have been nice to be still be alive and playing in a Super Bowl next week. Yeah, but you can't win them all, but we'll
No,
win them next year. We'll
if
win them
I mean
next year.
going into the game, even I didn't think we had a chance of winning. Like I thought they were way better
Really?
than us. We would have had to play really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a stretch. I thought we had a chance to win. I thought it was a. I thought we would have had to play like just about a perfect game, and it turns out we didn't really have to play perfect. We just had to play okay in the second half, and we would have won. So we
Isn't that
overperformed even
insane?
in the game, huh?
Isn't that insane? We
Yeah,
were
I mean
up.
we were
We were up.
24-7 at halftime.
We were up, and I was already talking about Super Bowl this, Super Bowl that. I would have never expected that, but like I said, that's my
I'm
fault.
I'm not a big sports better, but back in like week 4, week 5, I had $5 left in my account, and I was like, I feel like the Chiefs and the Lions might both go. So I bet on the Chiefs to beat the Lions in the Super Bowl, $5. I would have won 300. And if the Lions would have won, I could have bet 200 on the Lions and won either way. It would have been a great
Mm,
day. I was so
mm,
close.
mm.
Yeah.
You would have been $200 an extra. What you would have probably won like you probably would have just doubled it,
Hmm.
double and probably so you probably would have won like $400,
Yeah.
four and a half, and then the Lions would have won a Super Bowl too,
It
and
would have been
that's
the best day of my
priceless.
life. Yeah.
That's priceless. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we dream, we
Yeah.
live, we dream.
I mean, we
But
got a lot of guys coming back too, so there's a chance for next year, but the schedule will be tougher. We don't have to talk more about the Lions. We got plenty.
yeah.
But,
But what we are going to talk about is our goals
hmm,
and staying up to date to those and kind of figuring out where we are with those. Drew, do you want to enlighten us on where you're at?
yeah, I need to get my goals back out in front of me at some point. But I know a big one for me was posting more consistently. My goal was 3 to 4 times a week. I've been close to that. I've been around 2 to 3. I
Mm,
want to be a bit more consistent. And a lot of that is going to be filling in with response videos and stuff like that. Those are my favorite to make
there we go.
anyway. Um, so I
Getting
need
to
to
know
be a
the
little bit
fans
better
a little
about
bit.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like the engagement,
Mhm.
Um, so I can still improve, but I've been better than I was last year, so I can't complain too much. Um, we talked about exercising a little bit more. Both of us want to hit in the gym a little bit more often. I've been pretty good about that. I've been
Mm,
going at least 3 times a week since the new year, I'd say. Um, thank you, thank you. I've been lifting, feeling pretty good. I'm getting back. I wouldn't say I'm back quite yet, but I'm getting there. Um, trying to figure out those splits. You know what I mean? Get them dialed in.
mhm,
I'm about to join the
mm.
league soon.
Drew's
Um,
talking about back in the splits. Okay, Drew. Pause. 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 Pause.
please,
Pause.
please pause.
Pause. Pause. Pause. Okay. Okay. Join the league soon. Join the league soon.
A dude who played at Rochester like 10 years before me, he invited me to play, and I didn't see his message for like a week, and then he picked up someone else. But then that guy blew out his knee, so now I'm back in. Um, kind of
Okay.
unfortunate for said man,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Well, okay. We're
fortunate
back
for
though.
me,
We're back.
we're back, and that's
We're
all.
back
We're
though.
just back. But yeah, how about you? How are you? How are you looking?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been shit.
Okay.
Okay. We talked about wanting to post more videos on post more videos.
Yeah, the shorts
I
and
didn't upload. I didn't upload the video after we filmed it the first time. So you guys are going to be getting 2 videos this Thursday.
yeah.
4 and 5.
Hmm.
And then I haven't been to the gym. I went down to Jen's, and I like don't have a gym down there yet. So I don't like. I was just doing push-ups. So
That's not bad though.
not. Yeah, I do. I do
You
like
did something. That
150
is, I mean,
push-ups.
that's better than most,
Yeah,
to be honest. And I think that's a good mindset too. Like, even if you can't get to the gym, doing something is better than nothing. Because I feel like I'll
true.
too often think, I can't make it to the gym today. Like, shit, it's another bad day, like, and then I just give
Yeah,
up on it. As long as you did something, that's got to be, I feel good about that.
yeah, fair. I usually try to when I wake up, I try to do 50 push-ups, and then before I go to bed, try to do 50 push-ups, and then
Hmm.
like usually lift as well. But like I said, don't have a gym down in Houston quite yet, so you know whatever.
So
And then
she's right near Houston?
she's North Houston. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. I'm unfamiliar with how big the town is, but I'm assuming it's pretty big.
yeah,
Pretty
Houston's
big city.
huge.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
and it's like it's a little different than Detroit, where it's like it's spread out like the
Hmm.
city. So it's
Yeah.
like like downtown Houston is like spread out, like where it's
Okay.
like it feels like it kind of goes on forever, but like there's North Houston, South Houston, and like you can go from those, in about an hour and an half.
Okay.
But that's if you're just like hitting the tollway and but
And you're in Austin or near Austin?
I'm in Dallas.
Dallas.
Hmm.
I forget every time. How far is that? Not too bad.
From her,
Yeah.
from where she stays, it's like 3 hours, and then from
Oh shit.
like South Houston, it's like 4. So it's like it's not that bad,
Not great
honestly.
though.
Yeah, I just put on a podcast,
Yeah.
um, and just kind of vibe. But yeah, bro, just yeah. And then I haven't like I told you we were gonna film last week, but my tire blew,
Mm.
so that kind of saving the money,
Yeah.
had to buy a new tire. So
It's not fun.
not doing great, but the great thing is it's a new month, and I can make up for what I didn't do at the end of January and kind of finish this quarter out strong. So that's
Yes.
kind of the plan right now. Obviously continue to kind of make this, make the podcast, make the videos. Still working on kind of learning how to better edit. That's what that's something I have been doing a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been looking up like new things to kind of add to help us when we're doing our clips and having the video. So yeah,
Are you can you do the shorts in like CapCut too? Or are you doing those straight from Riverside?
it just depends. Like I usually do them straight from Riverside, where like because it'll add the words, and then
Yeah.
I'll put it in like yeah, I just do it straight from Riverside just because it's easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's a cool app too.
It
So
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, those are our goal check-ins.
Mm.
We're getting better.
Yeah.
We're not perfect,
That's all we can
but we're
ask.
getting better. And we're snails, man. We'll get there.
Mm. That's the
It's
biggest
gonna
thing.
happen.
It will
Yeah,
happen.
it's gonna happen. Remember that. Remember that.
Eventually.
It's gonna happen. But
Man.
yeah, man. I'm just like I said. I'm glad we're working. I'm glad we're doing our thing. Sounds like you're, good on your goals right now. And
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I just need to pick it up a little bit. But I will be editing these videos, and they will both be out on Thursday. Believe that. We'll have some clips out tomorrow as well.
Love
Um,
it. Okay.
but you guys need to just stay locked in with us, right? Drew's got his TikTok, Andrew Klein _. It'll
That's
be
it.
Drew. Can you put your hands like this? Let me see if I can put
Right
it
here?
right hands. It'll be right there. Andrew, yep, there it is. It'll be right there. That's what I've been working on with my editing.
I like that.
So
Yeah. I'm
yeah, I
excited to see
mean,
that.
yeah. So it's yeah.
You just
And
put it
then-
up here or something. Just you just have me doing this. For
It's
no
on my
reason.
side. It's
Yeah.
in my hands. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been working on my editing, man. But yeah, goals are going good. And then let's see. Do I have anything funny? And then we've been working on segments as well.
Trying to get there. Yeah. I
We're
really
trying to
like
get
yours. I really like your idea. I think that's going to be great.
I think that I'm going to continue to do it. We need to work on names.
Names
That's
for
our
the
main thing right
segments.
now. I'm trying to do a whole. It's just there's nothing that really rhymes with Virgil.
Mm.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know. I'll have to figure out something. I don't know, but I'll have to figure out something.
Verge. I don't know. I'll have to work on it too. Drew. I mean, Drew.
So
I had some options with Drew. I'll be honest.
it's yeah.
More
You do.
rhymable.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Verge. I don't know.
Maybe you go for some like alliteration instead. Like something that starts with a V.
Yeah.
That might be just as hard, to be honest.
I was just about to say that. I was thinking the only thing I really thought of was victory, and I was like, "The hell am I going to talk about that? That's not even funny."
It's not close.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I can't even. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it, but bro, my camera
Yeah,
stayed alive this whole time.
that is big.
Improvement.
That is improvement. That was. Yeah, did you just figure out something else, or it just worked this time?
I just charged it. I
helps.
think that was the thing. Like, I think that before I just was trying to. It was near dead, and then you're trying to also stream at the same time. It's just eating up too much juice.
Yeah,
but it's fully charged now, and then it's also charging. So,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, man.
I don't think I can do both at once. Did you have to buy that? Did you have to buy that converter thing, or is it just two different outlets? Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's just it's just a USB port.
Okay. Yeah, I've been fairly impressed with the battery life for this thing. I have no idea what the battery's at right now, but it's been good. You got a Sony too, right? You got a Sony?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, maybe they sponsor us one day. I have no idea. They have been saying they're interested. They were looking for, I don't know, top 10, but I haven't marked them down quite yet.
All I do know is give us a chance. You'll be surprised.
They should have their people reach out to our people, and then we can see from there. But until then, there's
Hold your hands up again.
Here.
Hold your hands up again. Sony, this is our email.
Right there.
Email. Yeah, that's it.
Like that?
That's our email. Get at us. And yeah, we'll make something happen. But do you have a would you rather today? I don't have one.
I didn't look it up. That's my bad.
I didn't look one up either.
Shoot.
I didn't look one up either. So no would you rather today.
No.
But we did give you a funny thread.
Yeah.
So be grateful. That's what I'm gonna say. Be grateful.
Be grateful that we even made one this week. That's what you should be.
But also, please
we'll
watch.
Be better though. We will be better though for you.
I'm not too proud to beg. Please watch. This is our TikTok. And Drew. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. That's our TikTok.
Wait here.
And Drew has got. I got you, Drew. Drew has got our Instagram and
this
YouTube.
Is it right here.
Yeah. So I don't know. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Like that? I don't know, guys. We're not gonna hold you too long, but it's been fun as always. And if you are watching and you do have your own goals that you're kind of thriving towards, and you want somebody to help you kind of stay, a little accountable, shoot us a message. Whether it be, a comment or a message, let us know. And then also, we got some followers on TikTok, and I told this little kid, I said, follow us on TikTok. And he was like, okay. And he goes to my gym. So we appreciate you following us. Thank you.
You're a real one.
We appreciate the support.
Officially Snail.
Let's see.
I mean, the walk's growing every day.
Welcome to the walk. And let's see. All right. This is for This is for.
Bill Simmons put it perfectly when he called it the saddest.
This is where we currently sit. So for our TikTok, we are at. Let's see.
Okay.
TikTok, we've got 43 followers.
Wow. I was
Shout
gonna
out
just
you
like
guys.
18.
Nah, for real. Shout out you guys. Shout out you guys. That's real. That's real.
43.
That's real.
Wow. Welcome to the
That's
walk.
and then on the video where I was like, oh man, we almost had 1,000. I did get 1,000 views.
Yep.
Like, it did get 1,000 plays. So a first 1,000, that's a mark as well. Shout out to you guys.
Thank
Shout out
you.
to
First
everybody watching.
1,000
You guys are real
video.
for that. Yeah, you guys are real for that. I won't lie. Especially
Verse,
since we're just sitting here.
What would you say about I've seen people do like those drafts and stuff of just miscellaneous things. I feel like those would be kind of fun too. Like just
The drafts?
yeah. Like we both make it's a random, I don't know, like fruits or something, and we both make our list of
Put them
where
in
we would
order, right?
draft. Yeah. And then if you take
Mhm.
my number one, then I have to move, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like something like that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I know other
That'd be
people
fun.
do it too, but I think it'd be a
That'd
lot
be
of fun.
fun.
Just throw it in there, see if we like it, and go from there.
Go from there. And we'll do that on episode 6. Guys, it's been great. Thank you for watching. You guys have been so real. The Panda Poppy's out.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Peace.